Your phone's slow. Clean
What?
it now.
What?
Huh?
It.
Good
You're
day,
reading
and welcome to another episode of Retrocity.
Yes. Great.
I'm a Mega Kid, and I'm joined by,
Crispy. What's
as
happening?
always, and it's been a while.
Yep.
Yeah, quite a while.
Yep.
And today we're playing Far Cry.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of Retrocity. We're doing a few old games again, starting with Far Cry 1. That's right. You didn't even know there was a Far Cry 1. Bet you only know of the 2.
I only
3
know
and
about
4.
Far Cry 1 and 3 and 4. I don't know about 2. I don't think I've ever seen 2.
2 is the best one.
And this is the only one I actually played.
You only played 1?
Hey.
Yeah, then you played the worst one.
Back in the day, and I think I only played the multiplayer.
So, something of a bit of a background on this one. This was created by the German team behind the Cry engine, called Crytek back then, and they made this game for Ubisoft. But afterwards, Ubisoft retained the rights to the Far Cry, and the Crytek guys went on to make the Crysis games. So this is the legacy of two companies that basically just decided not to work together anymore directly after making this game, and it's very visible. And there's probably a good reason for that, because this game is fucking horrible.
Why?
It's so bad. I really, even when this game was new, I hated this game.
That was back in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember everybody was just like, oh, this game is pretty.
Yep. It's certainly still not a pretty game, even by today's standards. Even games made back then might hold up quite a bit better than this one even did. Mostly games made like not with a 3D engine, because this game's obviously made with a 3D engine, but games like that's more artistically driven might be a little bit better looking now today, but this game aged very terribly. Very, very terribly.
I don't know about that. I mean, the cinematics suck, but...
You'll see in a second or two. This is pretty bad. And one thing that didn't age either was the loading times. This game's got one hell of a load the first time you load it up.
That's weird.
As you'll see there. So eventually I do skip it though.
How do you skip the loading times?
I skipped it. Yeah, I pressed space bar and I skipped it. So you're basically just this random guy who was on a boat with some girl who went on a jet ski and the boat sank, and that's basically what happened.
I'm seeing which other games released in the same year.
Alright,
So
let's compare what the graphics would be compared to this one. Because 2004 was quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
So as you'll see, there's some light shafts, but those are like not rendered or anything. I think that's just like literally boxes that are slightly obscured.
Killzone, First Fable, Red Dead Revolver.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time ago, man.
Red Dead Revolver doesn't look good. Even back then it didn't look good.
Fallout Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh wow, was that 2004? I didn't know that game was that recent.
Was a PS2 one.
Oh, the PS2 one.
Unreal 2.
Yeah, Unreal 2.
This game looks like a game for 2004.
Yeah. Now that come to think of it, I mean, the other game you can really compare it to graphics-wise is probably Unreal 2. And compared to Unreal 2, this game's graphics isn't necessarily much better.
Yeah.
But it is slightly better, I suppose.
Pretty much the
Yeah,
same,
you haven't even seen the fucking island yet. You're still in a fucking bunker here. You're not going to see how pretty the game is just based on this bunker.
Fair enough.
Here we get a little bit of a cinematic.
Oh yes, you can
Just check out those watermelon arms. Those are some watermelon arms. That man will rip your fucking arms out of their sockets, like out of them, like, just like.
So what's the similarities between this one and Far Cry 2? When all the other Far Cry's, is it open world type?
The thing behind Far Cry is the fact that none of them are connected in any way whatsoever. You know, they're all a standalone thing.
I'm from like Far Cry 3 and 4. The gameplay is kind of similar.
The gameplay is kind of similar. What they kept from, or what they continued through the others, is the stealth system. But they really actually just figured out how to do the stealth system round about when they made Far Cry 3, maybe even 4. So this is the very first attempt they had at stealth in a game, and it was so fucking horribly done. So horribly done. They can literally hear you from 100 fucking meters away by sneak walking through the bushes. They hear you, know exactly where you are, fucking drop a nuke. That's just how they do it.
I don't know. It had kind of fun multiplayer.
This one.
Yeah.
I don't play this one.
That's all I did. I used to play it quite a few times back in the day.
Never played this in multiplayers.
We should actually give it a try again.
Played Far Cry 2 multiplayer, which actually was kind of awesome.
Maybe it was Far Cry 2. I don't remember. It's fucking...
Was it an AK or an M16?
Dude, I don't know.
If it was an AK, it's probably Far Cry 2. It's
Many
M16.
years ago.
So there you can see the island.
Like, this is the first time I've seen the game since I played it back in the day, so... Yeah, it looks like a 2004 game. Basically.
But it is fair to mention this game is, however, one of the very first games to employ or use HDR rendering in the game making.
Wow, that pig looks a bit... I think it's a pig.
It's probably a pig. So that's your aim, is that? So it's impossible to hit a headshot ever with the pistol, and you never really get ammo in the game either.
I hate it when games do that. I mean,
Yeah.
I know ammo management is supposed to be in a lot of first-person shooters. It's supposed to be a big thing, but
I
if they just
assume-
don't give you ammo, it's fucking annoying.
I assume they kind of want you to get this idea of your Rambo, right, in the jungle against
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
entire army and shit. But then they kind of gotta give you other things you can use to actually fight your opponents. Having 0 bullets and a machete is not exactly my idea of fun.
Yeah, that's the problem.
In
I mean,
any
I
fucking
get
game
I
ever.
get the idea. I understand why they do it,
Yeah.
but it's not fun.
Yeah. No. It's totally just to force a little bit of difficulty
Yeah,
into your game. You know, you're not making your AI necessarily smarter. You're just making it more difficult for your player. That's you're not building a better maze. You're just building a longer one.
Yeah, Far Cry.
Far Cry 1. I don't know how far this video goes, but I really certainly do hope it gets as far as the first base, because then you'll see what I mean by this game is fucking terrible.
So this game is also just on an island.
On an island, alone. At some point, a little
not
bit
like
of
linear
doctor-
missions.
I think no, it is. No, it's totally linear missions. There's no deviating from this path. No, this is 2004, my friend. This isn't. Let's not get carried away with how far we can get sandboxes. I think GTA San Andreas launched after this still.
Oh, before that we had Vice City and the normal one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Nonetheless, I was talking about something.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
The first base or something.
Yeah, well, you'll see how shitty the game's AI is and how very shitty they just force difficulty on you. Your enemies have pinpoint accuracy from miles away, whereas your firearm can barely zoom in with a meter. And then still no accuracy guaranteed.
Do you have a sprint button in this game?
There is, but there's also stamina in this game. So there's a blue bar.
But does he actually sprint or does he just walk faster?
I think he sprints. No, I think no. It's still old, so it's still like just walking faster. It's not like we know running today in a game. Yeah, just slashed him in the asshole.
So that's the stealth. You just slash them in the assholes.
Slash them in the assholes. There's no quick buttons here. The enemies sometimes even take like a whole magazine to actually kill. So these glass is very impossible to see through.
Very strong.
But notice I'm in a tent, alright? You'll see in a little while bullets flying through the tent from the outside. This isn't because they're randomly firing into the tent, it's because they fucking know I'm in the tent, know exactly where I am in the tent, and are shooting at me in the tent. So the AI can't really distinguish between a wall, so they kind of shoot through anything that they think you are. If they know you are there, they shoot in your direction.
So if you're like in a, let's say not a tent, in an actual building.
I think then they actually won't shoot you.
Well,
but
that's
just
actually,
because
that's actually pretty cool.
No. They can't see me through the tent fucking...
Oh, okay.
They can't see me through the tent, so they're just firing through the tent directly at my position, like exactly where I am. It's like I said, it's like a game making a fence when the enemy can't see through the fence. So like you can stand on the other side of the fence stealthing him, so he can't see you, but you're literally just standing outside the fence.
Man, you suck in this game.
I do. This game's a real asshole about it. I think I failed like I don't think I get further than this though. So, I hope you guys enjoy seeing me fail this. Because
That's always fun.
This is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be me failing a lot of this. All right. So now my tactic is okay. The guy on the top there, kill him first. No, take note. No silenced firearms or anything. Just a machete to clear this entire base and a magazine. I have one magazine.
You should go and knife the guy at the top.
Okay. And then everybody else.
But then he's dead already, and then you move down slowly.
Check. Did you see that? That was ridiculous. Just like raindrops through the tent. From the other side of the tent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah. The guns don't function, the enemies are bullshit, and you never get enough ammo ever.
Well, I remember people loved this game back in the day.
Yeah, they didn't have anything better to
Yeah.
do.
This was just the standards.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but there are old shooters that are still good.
Unreal
and
2 was
fun.
still a lot of fun.
I still enjoy Unreal 2, but this wasn't even a winner when the first time I played it. I didn't like this.
It didn't really intrigue me, that's why I only played the multiplayer.
It's like they built this game literally just to show off the engine or what the graphics could do. This isn't even, I think, the
But that was the
engine-
thing about back in the day, people liked it because of the graphics.
Indeed. I think this game's engine didn't even go on to work with Crysis later down the line. I think they completely rebuilt a completely new engine.
Probably.
But the Far Cry 2 engine was the Dunia engine, which is the one they're using still now today. And like I mentioned, this is a Ubisoft game originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see that? It's like all 4 shots was directly on opponent, none of them hit.
It's realism, man.
Yeah, realism can actually aim down sights. If you want to go realism. So, that's Far Cry 1.
Yeah, not much to say.
No, there isn't much to say about this one. Join us for the next video when we're going to cover the sequel.
Yeah.